Hi guys and girls, today we are finding the missing side. Okay, so before we were using the sides to find an angle, now we're using the angle to find a side. Okay, so like before, my first step is to label the triangle. And we're doing this one here, 1A, and we're going to try and find this side, the little X over here. Okay, so I've got my hypotenuse, which is opposite the right angle, and the longest side. I have my opposite, which is the one that is far away from my angle that's labelled, and my adjacent, which is the one that is next to my angle, or part of my angle. Okay, so I've labelled the sides. Now I'm going to pick my ratio. And my ratio options are sine equals opposite over hypotenuse, cos equals adjacent over hypotenuse, and tan equals opposite over adjacent. Okay, and here I've got labelled my opposite side with the x and my adjacent side with the 8.9. Okay, so I'm going to use my tan ratio, because if I try to use the other ones, it's going to ask me for a hypotenuse, which I don't know and don't really need to know. Okay, so I've got the ratio. Okay, my next step is to work out. Okay, so my ratio that I had was 10. Okay, oh, sorry, 10, 25, and that 25 comes from the angle. Okay, so instead of writing tan theta or something, I write tan 25 because I want the tan of the angle 25 equals my x. Okay, over h. Over my 8.9, which is my a. Okay, so my opposite was x, that goes where the opposite goes. My adjacent was 8.9, that went where the adjacent goes. Okay, and my next step is to work out what the tan 25 is. Okay, so tan 25. I worked that out using the table. So I go down to 25, which is here. I go across to 10, which is the 0.4663. .4663 equals x over 8.9. Okay, I've just changed tan 25 for what it is in the table. Okay, now I need to times my tan 25, or 4663, 0.4663, by the other side, which is 8.9. So on my calculator, 0.4663 times 8.9. 0.4. 3 times 8.9 equals 4.15. Cool. Okay, we'll just round that to 2 decimal places. Okay, because I don't think we need to know the 007. 0. Sorry, was it 4.5? 4.15. So answer is 4.15, and it hasn't given us a unit. Oh, and it's asked for 1 decimal place. So all I need to do is take off that 5, because that's a decimal place after, but because it was a 5, I've got to round it up to 4.2. Okay, so that's kind of the process. Your first job is label your sides. Second job, pick your ratio. Third job, use the table to work out what the tan of the angle is, or the sine of the angle is, or the cos of the angle. And then you times that number by the other side. Okay? If you want, you can do that process entirely on your calculator. That's up to you, and I'll show you how to do that in a later video. Hopefully that's helpful. Bye guys and girls.